Hey, what's up guys? This is Tyler bringing you the 7th episode of our Let's Play. So, as I promised last time, it was a shorter video. Sorry for that. But this time I've actually made it significantly longer. Actually, it's about 18 or 19 minutes. So, basically what I'm going to do is some user-submitted base reviews. So, this first one is Lucky R, and he is a Town Hall 6. And it looks like he's pretty maxed for what he can do, so that's very good. He's very well compartmented. Everything is very high level. If you look at his walls, they're almost all 6, which is good to have at a Town Hall 6. He is farming. His resource storages are in the middle. Looks like actually, he may be very close to being 100% maxed on this one. So, good for you, Lucky R. Got 3 builders, good. So, yep. Looking at this, everything's in nice and tight, so everything is able to be protected, as well as the mortars are both on opposite sides, which will allow good splash damage. Same thing with the wizard towers, who are actually maxed out right now, which is very good for you, bud. Very good. So, looking at this base, it's a very good design. Pretty symmetrical. Good place in traps, bombs, air bombs. So that was Lucky R. This next guy is King. So thank you for the submission, King. Looks like you are Town Hall 7. Your walls could be upgraded. I personally love upgraded walls, so they're actually very useful. The higher up you get. So his walls are 4 and 5. I'd recommend getting them at least to 5, if not 6. But looking at this, your Town Hall is 7. You have close to maxed out mortars. You could upgrade your wizard towers a little more, but the thing I would tell you right here would be to get those archer towers up and those air defenses. Because the archer towers and air defenses are very useful, especially archer towers, because they can go both ground units and air units, and they do very heavy damage to a single unit. So definitely get those up. I think max for Town Hall 7 is 8. So get those up, bud, and you should be good. Everything else is looking great. Actually, this base design is very similar to mine, as you'll see later on in the video. You'll get a couple glimpses. So, very good design, very symmetrical. Just get those walls up and those archer towers up and you should be good. So, looking at this next one, let's see. Looking at this, you are a Town Hall 6, and your walls are pretty well upgraded, all level 5 and 6, which is good. Storages. Looks like you are not farming. Maybe. I would recommend to you, though, actually, when I pointed this one out, I looked at both your mortars on the same side. So what I would do, if I were you, just a recommendation, take one of those mortars and switch it with a gold storage on the other side. That way you have equal splash damage on both sides of your base. So not one side is heavier protected than the other. So yeah, overall, very good. Good design, nice and symmetrical. Could upgrade the cannons a little bit. Archer towers look very good. I see you have one actually over there. So that was good. And this is Tiny Crack OD. So, nice job, bud. Alright. Looking at this a little more, everything is actually pretty close in, so it all should be protected. So, 2 builders. Wow, to do this with 2 builders, that takes a long time. I'd have to wait. Looks like you have quite a bit of gems, so you probably could get that up a little bit. Alright, this next one, Rayo 106. Town Hall 6, good. Level 4 and 5 walls. Could get those walls up to 5, like I said before. You got a couple 6 walls in there. But overall, looks pretty good. Everything seems to be protected fairly well. You have mortars on opposite sides, which is very good. Same thing as the wizard towers. The wizard towers are actually maxed, I believe, at level 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can post in the comments. But I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Archer towers, probably level 6 it looks like. 6, yeah. So, those look good. Could probably get those to 7, that would be nice, but level 6 is perfect. You have your air defense is pretty high upgraded. Most people actually neglect that at Town Hall 6 and under, so that's very good. Looking at everything seems well protected. So, yeah, that looks good. Sorry, someone just walked in the background. But, yeah, looking at this base, everything's symmetrical. Looks good. So, good job. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do now, guys, is show you a couple raids. And I think what we're going to do is do some raids, and then we'll hop into some defense. And then I have a funny little chat for you guys at the end. So, looking at this first one, has a great amount of gold, good amount of elixir as well. But I think I picked this one mostly because they are level 5 walls, so I could sneak some wall breakers in there and easily take those gold and elixir storages out that are just hanging around there on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and take out that first one, which is good. And I'm going to actually use some of these guys to get rid of these mines so none of my goblins get distracted, because I want them to go straight for these storage, just no messing around. So I'm going to drop a couple of those, and they will hopefully distract this giant as well. And I'm going to drop 2 wall breakers, and we should be able to bust through the walls on that side. There we go. So, looking at this guy now, this is probably going to be the most time-consuming, or troop-consuming one down here, actually, because of the 2 wizard towers. That's double splash, protecting both of these, as well as cannon and archer towers, so that one's going to be difficult. So I'm going to start with this one up here to ensure that I have enough to get it. So we are going to end up taking those out, and I'm going to drop some archers that will actually help me out a lot by taking out that elixir storage, which is good because my main goal right now is gold. But any free building is a good one. So now that that collector's gone, I can go ahead and drop in some goblins. I'm going to drop in quite a bit initially to do a little bit of damage, and then I'm going to drop in a good 5, 6, maybe 10 at the most, not over, in little segments, because I don't want them all getting affected by that splash at the same time. So I actually was debating whether or not I should go in there for that, extra 3,000, but then I looked and I was 49%, so I said, why not? Let's get this 50%. Why lose the trophies when you don't need to? Alright, so 52%, we can go ahead and surrender now. So, overall that was good. We got about 340,000 resources and 7 trophies. So on to the next one. This one, 200,000 gold about and 170,000 elixir. So what we can go ahead and do is, actually it's all in the pumps, so this is the only reason I picked this one. I wouldn't have picked this any other way. I could go for those gold storages. So what we're going to do is just start spreading around some troops over here, and hopefully we can distract that archer tower while we bust through. I actually was hoping, I didn't expect them to go to that archer tower hole. So what I'm going to do is let these guys shoot a little bit more, and when these archers actually are finished with that, they'll go over and shoot at that archer tower. And that way I can actually distract it while I send in some more wall breakers. Alright, so they're doing work, and that archer tower is gone, and I am actually busting through the walls to get to these gold storages. So this should be easy sailing from here. Drop some archers to help take care of that, and I'm just going to sprinkle some more goblins around here on the outsides to ensure I get maximum resources out of these collectors out here. So I am now going for the storages to sweep up this gold. So this will be a good haul. In the end, I got pretty much all but 8,000 of his gold, and my goblins are actually going to continue to destroy, and they're going to get me some elixir. So I noticed once again in this raid I'm at 49%, so I dropped the king to see if he could take out that barracks and maybe get some elixir, but then he was starting to die in health pretty quick here, so I just went ahead and surrendered. So a good 180,000 and 155,000 elixir and 6 trophies. So that was a great raid overall. I'll take those any day. Better to do a bunch of smaller raids and succeed. This one actually, I used some lightning spells. Really, this Dark Elixir was the only reason I attacked this base. So that's all I'm really gonna get. So I think 500 Dark Elixir is a pretty good trade-off for those 2 lightning spells, considering I'm actually trying to get rid of some elixir right now because I don't want to max out. That would be a huge waste. So because the it took me a lot longer to do this video actually with these raids, because I actually have 2 of my barracks. I'm upgrading to 9 right now, so I only have 2 barracks to work with, and yeah. So and then my actually sorry, I'm actually making wall breakers as well for another 2 days. They're actually upgrading to 4, so that frees me up for at least 2 or 3 days without needing any elixir. So I probably need to get rid of some of that so I don't max out, because that would be a huge waste. Alright, looking at this next raid, once again it was a simple case of everything in the collectors, but there wasn't as much as I thought there would be. But I was already in free resources, so why not? I said, so I'm just gonna keep dropping some goblins around and take out these collectors of mines, and we should be good to go on this one. Don't think we're gonna be able to get 50% or take out that town hall, so this will be fine. I'm actually way high in trophies right now. I think I'm at 1,300, and I like to be around 1,100 to 1,200, so could drop a few, so I'm not too worried about that. Overall, we did get some good resources, not as much as I thought we would get or could get, but in the end it was fun. So 83,000, 35,000 gold. Alright, sorry about that. I actually glitched to the next. Actually, this is a yeah. So what I did here was there was a lot of loot, tons and tons of loot, and usually anytime it's over 180,000 or so, that means it's all in the collectors after that, because you actually can max out how much you can take from a gold storage or elixir storage. So what we're gonna do is drop troops around the edges to take out this dark elixir drill and these pumps and mines. So basically it's just gonna be a basic farming raid. You're just gonna drop goblins. Back to farming raids, actually. I've had a lot of people ask me how to do them, what to do. It's very simple, guys. For my composition, I usually take a good 20 to 35 archers and goblins. The rest of goblins, usually 100 to 150. I usually bring 5 or 6 wall breakers. Every now and then, depending on what I'm feeling like for time, I'll throw in 4 or 5 giants, mainly to distract. But if you bring enough goblins, you could use 5 or 6 goblins, or 2 or 3 to distract for your wall breakers. So it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, so looking at this one, I've got most of what I can get, so I'm going to go ahead and surrender. Alright, we got 90 elixir, or 90 dark elixir, and a bunch of others. So I actually went ahead and did some defense reports for you guys. So this first one looks like it was going to be a giant healer strategy. So what he did is came in through this bottom part, but he actually really, this is not a base to do that. So he actually came in to take out this wizard tower and failed horribly. Took it out and he realized his giants were dying miserably, so he actually went ahead and dropped his healers, which was a stupid idea because my air defense is right there and that's going to take them out with no problem. His troops are running around the outside of my base, which is really what I want, because I don't want them going in for my storages, even though I didn't have really anything in the storages. I used most of it up last night when I upgraded. I actually had like 3 or 4 builders at the ready last night, which is a first time for me in a long time. So, yeah, because I'm getting to a point in Town Hall 7 where I have nothing or a little bit to upgrade. I think I have 2 Teslas and an air defense left. That air defense, that's level 4 there. Other than that, everything's max. So, yep, that was a victory. So I just went ahead and got to this other defense for you guys. Now this one, really this was just very sloppy. I don't know what he was going for. Maybe a giant healer strategy, but I don't know, it was just poorly thrown together. Once again, I don't know why people like dropping right there to attack that wizard tower. Really not. Wizard towers really aren't the key component to taking out a base for a giant healer strategy. Really what you gotta do is go after those air defenses, guys. But, because I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've ever attacked, really there's nothing a wizard tower does to a giant or a healer or a dragon or anything. They're basically there for splash, guys. They're very good, very good with several troops in one part. But if you're gonna hit a basic, just one guy, you know, one giant, definitely not the way to go. So he actually didn't drop anything. He was probably mad, probably raging right now actually. So I just let that run for the next minute, 2 minutes. While he did nothing. He neglected to surrender. So that's going to be that. And I think what we're going to do now is check out this chat, guys. So it actually escalated before this, but it was quite funny. I had to lighten up the mood. So I dropped in a funny little comment there. I told them to all smile that they were on camera, and I got a great response. So to all of you watching this who were in that chat, thanks, guys. So, this is probably going to wrap it up, guys. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, throw a like down, leave any comments. And like I said before, if I do another base review, I'll be sure to tell you guys, and I'll drop it on my Twitter page at onlyTC17. So, yeah, thanks, guys. And this will wrap up the 7th video. So, see you guys next time.